Hello everybody and welcome back to Borderlands 3. We have our Joey Ultraviolet fight set up to drop us hopefully a No Pew Pew in this episode. We spent last episode getting the farm set up and doing a few runs. Now it's all about filling the tenderizer as much as possible in order to give us that juicy No Pew Pew that we want for our COV company man style build to go along with our Tizzy and our Yellow Cake. The other mini boss we got was Frankie Firewall. Unfortunately, we didn't get the roaster, which would have been even better odds, but getting one of the mini bosses inside of your boss room isn't so bad. We don't have the Schluter on because we don't want to over flood the stage with loot. That's something we gotta think about. Slide under. Still alive. It's the tenderizer right there. Okay, now he's going to his immunity phase. And now this is the farm. We pick up some stuff on the ground as we go while we're waiting for stuff to happen. Question, do we have to start targeting that one of these lads? I don't think so. And we're getting kind of shredded. There's a tenderizer right there. He's the No Pew Pew drop source. Enter, fade away, and check. Scourge, rectifier, transformer. Doesn't seem like he's gonna drop it this time around. We can actually just take our down. Don't let Pet save us. Just take our down and get another run in. There's one run, minute and 42 seconds. We're surely we're get ourselves a No Pew Pew. Corrosive is the best element for us due to our synergy with corrosive weapons. Our build is a Jacob's Company man build. Rowan's Call, King's Call, Skull Masher if we want it, which is always fun to use. Oh, back off. Our grenade, and then we have a lot of other bonus elements. The Revolter is giving us bonus shock. Our grenade is giving us bonus corrosive, and I think it's corrosive and shock that's coming in for our bonus elements. And we have radiation from our Jacob's Company man, or from our Rowan's Call. The Skullmasher does a really nice job. We can identify the targets from far away that we want to kill, and then let us get this farm getting a move on, because you can get stuck shooting at the wrong targets a lot, I feel. The Skullmasher does really well. Keep us on target. Go for the right enemies. The jumping down, we can activate our action skill because we generate it so fast, and we one shot. We can go for the one shot on Frankie as well. Maybe get ourselves all these needle guns. I was gonna say maybe get ourselves an OPQ system. We do want one. Our OPQ system right now is almost close to max damage, but it's got an accuracy roll instead of a damage or like a crit damage roll on one of its spots, so it's not exactly perfect. It's pretty close, but the OPQ system that I have now, its anointment isn't perfect. It's not good at all. I think it's for Zane or something, so I don't want to re-roll it. I'm on the hunt for a lot of gear is what I'm trying to tell you. Stick with the Skull Masher. Go. Does so much work. Identify your targets from far away. Get them into their immunity phase basically instantly. Get that health regen upon kill. Where's that tenderizer at? Here we got him. This is gonna be a pretty quick way to do this. And the Skull Masher. I mean, we farmed this god roll on the channel. It's not max damage, but it is the only part that isn't perfect is its magazine size, but I like that. I like the bigger magazine anyway. We need to enter fade away. Start picking up some of this trash on the ground. See if we can find ourselves No Pew Pew or something. I'll grab a Ruby's Wrath because I do want to try it eventually. And this Skull Masher is ridiculous. It's starting to get a little bit congested over here as far as loot goes. But another run. Actually, let's... I want to kill... Frankie. Franco? Is he over here somewhere? I think he's already been taken out. Okay, what? I'm not sure. Let's reset. Okay, Pat. We'll reset, buddy. I'll meet you at the gates. Okay. I really do think the Skull Masher is the faster way to do it. The Rowan's Call seems okay, but hard to see what you're shooting at. You can't identify targets, and the Skull Masher does enough damage. So, and I think it has fadeaway active damage. Yeah, but rinses when we're inside fadeaway. What I could try with it is something like this, and just go like full into health regeneration, movement speed, but also not my circus. Just do 3-shot fade away. That's all we're gonna need. Not gonna need any more shots than that. Too powerful, man. Skull match was ridiculous. Oh, nice shield, buddy. Where are you? I see you. Okay. Gonna be dropping soon. Oh, where is he? Oh, I must have missed him. I don't think I saw any legendaries. Or heard any legendaries. Yep. Reset. Oh, don't reset yet. I want to get the Frankie kill. Oops, I keep forgetting. Frankie! What did you drop me? A friend bot and a boring gun. Okay, go next. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And by beautiful, I mean we're not getting the drop, but at least the farm is working as intended. We're just acting that No Pew Pew. It is a pretty rare drop, so we can't be too frustrated. I think it's 11%, so on average it would take us 10 runs or so. I'm not sure how many runs I've done. It feels like around 10. I got a good feeling about this run right here. Here's our Frankie. Go. The reload speed is ridiculously fast. Start collecting up some of these greens that are on the ground. Oh, whoa, meat dicer. Friendly meat dicer, huh? And you. Enderizer is really hard to see. So small. Yeah, and he shoots a rocket, a corrosive rock launch right in your face. Oh. 1v1 there. Gotcha. One shot, you. Thank you, Frankie. Frankie's quick. I'm really hoping there's a No Pew Pew in there. Oh! A fire No Pew Pew. 18,536. Okay. Our first No Pew Pew. Grab that bad boy. Frankie, I'm going to destroy you too. How about we get 2 for 1? OPQ system. PQ, PQ, PQ. I don't think he dropped it. Need to get a little bit of space. And farm that bad boy. I just need to pick it up. Pick it up off the ground. Got you. It's really obnoxiously large, so it's super hard to miss in the ground. So we got our first one ever. Let's check this bad boy out. The hot Brucin No Pew Pew. 18,356. Let's check out these parts. It looks like I got 2 body accessories, 2 barrel accessories. I'm wondering how many you can get. Let's check it out online. Okay, so the one I have is not going to be so great. The body can have 3 accessories, 2 for heat for shot and 1 for damage, so I'm missing a body accessory. The barrel can have 4. Now, you can be missing the accuracy one. The accuracy one doesn't matter too much, but you would like to have all 4 with the accuracy, but unfortunately we did not get it. The starter, we got the fire rate starter, which I would kind of like either probably damage. Let's see, grip. The grip, we rolled damage and weapon sway, which is probably the best one. I'm sorry, grip, weapon sway, and fire rate. We could have rolled damage here. Foregrip, it might not even get a foregrip a lot of times, so at least getting one here is good for the damage. The scope, and then the element is incendiary. So, unfortunately, we didn't get the best possible No Pew Pew, but it looks like it only comes in fire. But it only comes in fire, which means I honestly would take that and try to maybe end it. We call it, because it looks like the No Pew Pew only comes in fire. Come on, Joey. What is it? You were so tough before. You were so tough before. Uh-oh. Keep him pinged. We can cycle our action skill very quickly. Let's get a side kill. You. Okay. Up in the fadeaway. Man, we get our fadeaway back so quick, but we're also going through a lot of ammo. Okay, I'm dusted. Absolutely dusted. Slide to the right. I got him. There we go. Activate action skill again. Go to the side. Fadeaway only lasts 3 rounds anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But what is a big deal is that we're out of ammo. Okay, we got him now. Beautiful. He goes down. He doesn't drop me any loot. We got ourselves a No Pew Pew for the first time. Look around, see if we can find anything on the ground. We got a No Pew Pew, which is amazing. We haven't had one yet, which is awesome. Beautiful. All right, let's leave Villa Ultraviolet. Maybe put a new anointment on this No Pew Pew and go give it a try. Maybe take it to the Guardian Takedown even. We got a yellow cake as well. Now we can go back and farm for perfect rolls. But I do want to spread out my manufacturers. So I want to get my OPQ system anointed and all that. So let's grab my OPQ. Talk to Maurice. Talk to Maurice, and then pick up my OPQ system, drop whatever it just gave me. Bye. My OPQ system in here, or do I have it in my inventory? Right here, 32,000 damage isn't the best. But now we've got some COV weapons that we can reroll anointments for. Hopefully we don't have to spend too much iridium, but this is why we have our iridium. Let's go. No, Pew Pew doesn't come in corrosive, it only comes in fire. Fadeaway active, handling, rack attack, critical hit damage for a short time. Gravity snare, no. Rack attack, no. Weapon damage while in fadeaway. You know, you can't really go too much better than that. Let's just chill out with that right there. Don't be too sad about that. Now, our yellow cake. Weapon skill, that's a great anointment already. We're already there. And then this OPQ system, let's re-roll it. Weapon damage and action skill N. We are starting to get a little bit juiced up here. So, let's go ahead and set up our COV Company Man style build. COV Company Man comes out here. Then it's our daily driver, which in this case, we're going to make it our No Pew Pew. And that's our boss shredder, which in this case is going to be the ×2 Tizzy with consecutive hits. Then it's usually something to get back our action skill. But in this case, we have that already with the No Pew Pew. Let's get our yellow cake going. And then our fourth slot, let's make it our EMP 45. COV Company Man, Bounty Hunter, Mitosis Hunter Seeker, Revolter. This is going to go off. All right, let's go do something. Let's do a Guardian Takedown because now we're on the hunt for a Stinger. Let's do Takedown at the Guardian Breach. Navigate to Minos Prime and go after it. I think we are going to be set up here for success. The COV Company Man build is finally going to be up and running. Here's our No Pew Pew. It's got that 3 projectiles. Sometimes it's going to be 4, but it's going to ramp up over time. Go to Minos Prime. Beautiful. And we just got to keep in mind that this No Pew Pew is a little bit weaker than one that we could have if we spent more time farming, right? There's still room to grow, but this is the start. Should we turn on True Trials? I think since we're dedicated drop farming, we don't really need to turn on the True Trial.
That piece of Minos should be stable enough for you to start investigating the Guardian signature. Proceed at your leisure, whatever that is.
Okay, so True Takedown, should we turn it on, yes or no? I guess we should. We don't have bar on though. Okay, here we go. I don't know how I don't expect us to do that well at the crystals phase, the harder crystals phase, but we have Red Fang. Hopefully that can help us out. Okay, so we're getting shock damage from our Revolter and corrosive damage from our Grenage. That should be enough. We want Gorillas in the Mist for this. Gorillas in the Mist, and let's take Unblinking Eye for maximum damage potential. See how well the No Pew Pew can do for us. COV, baby. Children of the Vault. Spin up. Dang, I'm not sure. Oh, I've been wanting this No Pew Pew for a while. Seems to be struggling a little bit against these tougher mobs. The action skill generation is nice. I don't know how good it is going to be against all these laddies. Come on, get there. We have fadeaway active weapon damage. Yeah, when it gets really hot is when it starts popping off. Yeah, we just need to wait. We need to get that double decreased heat per shot roll though. For sure. We have decreased heat per shot on our COV Company Man. Yeah, we do. But we have accuracy instead of critical hit damage or fire rate, you know. Our Company Man could get better. Or No Pew Pew could be better. But you know what? We're killing enemies. Okay, I don't think I could really ask for a lot more than this. I want to see a little bit more shredtation, though. The consecutive hits would be better than fadeaway gun damage. Let's try this. Try this yellow kick out. COV Company Man yellow cake. Surely this has got to have some juice, right? Okay, and for this one, we're going to put on 3-shot fadeaway. And not my circus. I think we need to back it up a little bit more. There we go. The True Trial Guardian Takedown, though, is ridiculous as far as HP goes. Holy cow. I'm not even really pushing through it. I would be able to here for sure. What about the tizzy? What about the tizzy? ×2 tizzy with... Once it gets going, it's ridiculous. Gotta ramp it up every time. It is unbelievable though. Once it gets going. Fire rate. Okay, so we tried the COV guns. I think we could try to get a better COV company man and come back here. But let's try out our Atlas company man. And our Atlas, our new OPQ system. Let's go over to Atlas. Damage, reload speed, and critical hit damage, air effect. Let's see how this bad boy does. Is this, you do get shock damage, you do get a little bit of explosives from the shock projectiles, so not bad. Okay. And this is tough. The true trials. Holy moly. Seems like there's not a whole lot that pushes through these guys. Like even if I put on Jacobs, would I get there? No, let's rock this bad boy. Sniper build. How fast could this bad boy get us there? It does good damage, but it just shows you how much it takes to push through. Ridiculous.
Accelerating. Another false.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, these enemies are really tanky. Those ricochets going. Beautiful. We need to push through this fight because we want to get to Anathema. Anathema is the boss that drops the stinger. Now what we could do to get a stinger is use our golden keys. So this might be a little bit faster than farming Anathema. I love the Skull Masher. So much fun to use. And it gets your actions go back very, very fast. Oh, yeah. Very satisfying weapon, for sure. Out of blammo, unfortunate. Okay, so what I would like to do now, I want to give the No Pew Pew one more chance, but man, it didn't seem to push through. I think maybe we have the wrong anointment. Fadeaway active doesn't seem that great, and COV company man, maybe a Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge might do us a little bit better. Rock a Pearl. See how we can do. I feel like consecutive hits might go crazy on this bad boy or something like that. Okay. Actually, maybe there's some ammunition up here. Go check it out. Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, activate the crystals by jumping. Jump up.
energy in the crystals seems
Here we go.
to discharge,
So I
not
think maybe I'm just misunderstanding the No Pew Pew isn't really about like getting a perfect damage window with fade away. I think it's much more about keeping up the rate of fire, getting that reload speed, but always having a lot of gun damage. So maybe weapon, like when I got my yellow cake, this one, an action skill and weapon damage is increased. Be good. Next to, I honestly, action skill and splash damage is probably gonna be, you know, the very, very best one. Is this one not done? This one's not done. Okay, there we go. Now, consecutive hits is probably super good too. If we got consecutive hits, we probably wouldn't re-roll it.
An Iridian temple. That must be the source of the signal.
We're gonna rack the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge so that we can try to keep up our gun damage all the time.
Guardians are different somehow.
And instead of racking the COB Company Man, it seems like what we need more than anything is raw gun damage. But the damage does come through. And because it fires so fast with so many pellets, I'm thinking maybe, you know, this could even be like a, maybe fadeaway just isn't the way with this bad boy. It could be like a rack attack spammer. You know, like a rack attack. Let's try something like this. Frozen Heart. Rack attack. Rack attack. Let's see. More cooldown, and then Flax sends forward additional rack. So how about racks heal us? Okay. Basically, now we're basically rocking without an anointment at this point, but. And for some reason he's not frozen. There we go. And it's really not rinsing that hard. Could be because, I mean, and we're out of ammunition, so we are kind of in dire straits here. Let's go ahead and swap to our pistol and assault rifle are both out of blammo, and I'm still not at anathema, and I still got all these crystals to go. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's head back to Sanctuary. Forget about this quest for now, and let's go. I'm thinking that we go try to re-roll some anointments. And I don't know. I think action skill and splash damage is probably best on this bad boy, but I don't know exactly. Grease trap. No Pew Pew. I don't want to waste too much iridium on it. Next two mags incendiary. Action skill and weapon damage. Okay, that's gonna be good. Anything else that I want to re-roll? I think we're okay here. And now what I want to do is we want to get a stinger, right? And how far are we into this episode? 29 minutes into this episode. What I might do is send a couple diamond keys, see if we can't get a stinger shield. And that might be a little bit better than farming anathema. Let's see. Alright, super golden key or diamond key. Give me a stinger. And then I can use that stinger, or use some iridium, get an on-action skill start. Trigger any effects on shield break or fill. Let's see. Red card, recharger, red card. Impaler with double spike rolls. Frozen snowshoe, a stopgap, a recharger, a foxtrot. Snowshoe, stopgap. Beskar, backhand, recharger, torch, and stinger. So we got the stinger on while full melee damage is increased by 50. Melee Nova. Anointed Beastmaster. When exiting Fade Away, create Nova that deals. I think we are good to go. And see what we get here. Oh, a Sandhawk. I'm 7 Sandhawk. Looks like a complex. A Storm. Unforgiven with 384% crit damage. That's going to be up for competition here for sure. 42,000 damage. Lyuda. A Plasma Coil. 73,000. I'd want to probably check to see what the max damage roll is on that. Here's a COV weapon. How is it stats versus this COV versus this No Pew Pew? Not quite as great. Reflux times 7, nope. And a times 12 stagecoach, times 12 stagecoach. Okay, I am going to take the Unforgiven at 384%. I think that's a pretty good weapon to have. 384 is a big chunk. Stormfront, Widowmaker, Merv Hex. What we're looking for is Mitosis Hunter Seeker, but it's pretty low odds. Okay. And what do we get from here? The Woad Blocker. Okay, so if we put on the Stinger, right? Melee Nova returns damage if melee. I believe every time we activate our action skill, we're gonna get a Nova, but we might have to get the right anointment for it. Let's go grab the right anointment for it. We have some iridium saved up. All right, let's go. Our Stinger Shield. Come on. There we go. Now it's equipped. We get that Nova. You see that? Every time. So this is gonna make our spellcaster flak build a lot better. And I'm gonna just go see if we can get ourselves a better Stinger, but I also want to go farm better company man. So we're gonna have a nice spellcaster flak setup going into the next video and going into pretty much everything else we want to do. All right, let's pause here for a sec. Okay, so it looks like the Stinger is fixed parts, but it can roll with different elements. And I think what we could be, if we get corrosive, that'd be kind of good. But we're gonna be going Peregrine with this build. We're gonna set up a spell. I'm gonna set up a spellcaster flak build, and we're gonna take it to the Guardian Takedown and show and see if we can really ramp it up. And now what I kind of want to do is farm for better Tizzies, and I kind of want to go for more stuff like that. But let's get our spellcaster flak build set up. And how we do this is pretty simple. The most important thing in this build is this orange tree, but we don't care too much about stuff like Interplanetary Stalker. It is a nice skill though, so we'll take the points into it, but we don't need the reload speed. We're not worried about that at all. Instead, what we want to do is get Hunter's Eye, and then we get head count. Two Fang is not important. Big game is nice. critical hit damage. All this stuff isn't really that important. In fact, I think I might have overspec'd because you don't need to get all the way to Megavore for this. You don't need to get all the way down to the bottom of the skill tree, although that is probably pretty nice. Okay, something like this is probably pretty good. Now let's see. Kill skills. Action skill damage or gun damage. I'm gonna keep going all the way down to Megavore. And now I'm gonna go down this middle tree. So, is the middle tree important? I think the middle tree to... Yeah, because we don't need blue, right? Although... Barbaric Yop would be kind of insane. But let's go down green. Taking all the health regen. And the cooldown rate for action skill. We don't need fire rate. We don't need hit damage. Instead, let's do turn tail and run for the health regen. While moving. Even more health regen. Let's take some bonus damage. Thinking the move speed is probably pretty nice. And we stop there. The question is, can we get down all the way to Barbaric Yop? Don't think we can. We can try though. 5, 10, 15. Nah, we can probably get there. Let's go. I like to set up with 3, 1, and 1. Frenzy is good. Now let's take 1 point in these thorn skills. And then we can get 3 points into Barbaric Yop. And our pet for this build, you use Rack Attack, use cooldown rate and healing. But then we also rock elemental damage. So that's what's going to give our Barbaric Yop more damage. We got 3 out of 5 points in that. And we have got a pretty sick spellcaster flak build going. Stinger. We don't rock Pearl. Instead we're going to rock the Unleash the Dragon. And we're going to do a Fish Slap. That regenerates our grenades. And then a Guardian Angel. Let's go grab our Guardian Angel. And nothing will dare to step in front of us ever again. We're going to go back to the Guardian Takedown with this bad boy. And the only other guns we're going to need... The only other gun we're going to need is the EMP5. Where are you? You? We can start putting some stuff away. Needle guns. Chaos. Anything else? How about a face puncher? Put that away. Ruby's Wrath Roadblocker. And let's head to the Guardian Takedown. And show it who the real boss is. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so Stinger, Peregrine, Unleash a Dragon, Guardian Angel, Fish Slap. Everything is set up ready. Let's do it. Whoa, don't die. Let's go. Our Guardian Angel has on action skill and weapon damage, so we're gonna show this fight what happens when they decide to not let us do any damage. They're fun gun builds. And just show up with the spellcaster flak build that utilizes the Fish Slap and a Stinger.
What could have happened?
Let's go.
Here? The planet does not appear to have been ripped apart so much as burst open.
All right, so I activate the melee. That does a pretty good strike, and the burn over time, it does great work as well. We shoot our gun to get back our action skill a little bit faster. We can toss Fish Slaps as well. For some reason, it's not letting me use my action skill. There we go. I believe this one has a singularity effect to it, right? Singularity? No, jumping and generator. Okay. So this build's going to be very tanky. Do a lot of damage. Help us push through with relative ease, even though we might actually go down here. Yeah, that's okay. I'm a little bit underwhelmed from the area of effect damage. I guess that's why, you know, when Spartan Game Zone, he rocks his flak, he runs URED, and he also runs a spark plug. I think to give him that more damage, because right now I'm not really getting too much in the area of effect. When the Revolter probably, it feels like it maybe even gives me more. I don't know.
Sky's fury.
I can't get too close to these fish slaps either. Problem. Could run a gas call. It could be interesting. There's just so many of these laddies. Catch.
The bloodshed. The chaos.
Go. Luckily, none of them are doing that much damage to me, but my action skill is kind of like freaking out a little bit, it seems like. Where it wants to come back up, but then it doesn't. Keep it moving. Okay, there we go. We go down.
What the hell happened?
Head is down. It's not good. That's not a good sign. And I'm not sure if I get the elemental bonus when they're dead. Probably worth getting back up.
Without.
Ow. Never mind. It looks like this build really does need some more sources of damage because we're not getting enough. Like the melee, the extra melee damage while shielded is nice, but we're not. The melee Novas aren't quite doing enough damage. You might have to add something like a URAD to this to make it really function. That's okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna head to Grave Ward, pop him one time, and then we're gonna head out. We got our No Pew Pew in this episode, so we can't be too bummed out. We had a nice farm session in the beginning of it. Let's try to get a one shot with this setup. I mean, it feels like it should be doing a lot more, but there was just so many enemies there, you know. Let's see what we do. Those racks should do a lot, but it doesn't look like it did anything. Oh, there we go. Now it triggered. Racks, come on now. Find the guy. I have to throw an actual grenade? What's going on with this peregrine? There we go. It seems like our peregrine isn't actually, you know, our fish lab isn't doing, you know, max damage for some reason. Look at that. See that? No, there's no dot. At least a dragon. Stinger. Fish slap.
All out.
Try to get our action skill back and maybe we switch up our damage sources and we can do some more damage. That max range. Come on. Very interesting how the racks don't want to go after him. But now they do. Ouch. Okay. There we go. That's the dot I know, but it doesn't look like it's doing like an insane amount. Oh, don't turn around. Could be that I'm staying too close as well. Don't think so. There we go. All right. Took way longer than expected, but we're chilling. What you got for me? Armory red card and ASMND. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. In the next one, I think what we're gonna do is we might take our modes to the slaughter shaft. I'm thinking about doing that. Or what I might try to do is run back some company men to try to see if we can get our COV one up a little bit better with some more damage. We can start doing more and start looking for some more COV options that might do us more damage than No Pew Pew. Maybe a corrosive option, like some sort of COV gun that gives us corrosion. I also want to get a Hyperion secondary alongside this reflux. So we still got a lot of other weapons to go for, as well as our bird of prey from our Fallen Heroes Vault card, which is pretty close. Then I can start speccing out for that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.